Nice
Hello,
to
Beata.
thank you for your time today.
Thank you for
Very,
having me.
I'm very happy we can have this chat. It's very casual, though it's called M8 interview, mate interview for I Got You Back. And the funny thing is that the first interview I started was with my personal coach, professional coach. And then I had a chat with so a little bit business coach, a coach in
Mhm.
general, and now I have a chat with my mentor. So that's I think it's not coincidence, and I'm really happy. It goes like this that I have a chance to see and speak to the ladies who actually have a massive impact on my life and who helped me to get what I want to be with my company and also
Mhm.
personal goals. Uh, we know each other from the networking event at
Yes.
Gosia Smets Connecting and
Mhm.
Networking. And that connecting is for ladies who have ideas for business or they're running a
Mhm.
business and they spread around the world but have Polish roots, right?
Yes.
And so maybe I will go to the first question, which is who are you? And then you can collaborate on that and also on more about yourself. So
Okay. Okay, Beata. So thank you very much for having me here. And in the first sentence, you said it's going to be an interview. And this sounds a bit scary, like, like recruitment interview, that I have to pass some kind of questions and go through the step and so on. But I know it's going to be in the friendly atmosphere that you create. Um, That's what you said about your guests. Before I start and start talking about myself, it shows a path in your life that you started with, with some coaching, and then go through some self development and developing your career. And now we're meeting, and like you said, I'm your mentor, and I'm very happy with that because you're incredible creative person with so many ideas, and that's actually what we're trying to do right now, uh, to put it into a plan and just work on it step by step. So this is incredible to have this journey with you, and this also shows a bit who I am and what I do, because I'm in business like 20 years, and my professional journey started with my own company in Ireland. It wasn't an easy start because it was in recruitment and construction at the same time. So two difficult industries for very young person, which I was that time. But it shows me how much I love, sorry, business and people in general. And this actually set some kind of path in my life, professional and private life as well. So at the moment, with my 20 years experience, I can support uh, people in business, especially young entrepreneurs who start their business, or people who are in business, but maybe they feel that something is not right. They want something different. They want something that feels it's theirs, something that's more balanced. So it's not just, oh, I have passion for work, so I'm gonna just, dive in and completely lost myself there. I'm trying to show them that it's possible to have a good professional life and also private life. It could be well connected, it could be well balanced. It's not something what will happen overnight.
yeah.
It's something what we can work on. It's something what we can manage to get where we want to go.
Mm.
So I'm a business trainer, business coach, and this is my job, just to be a support to entrepreneurs in their journey.
Yeah, okay, that's very professional answer to the question who are you? I'm sure there is much more from the personal life, but I have some questions
Yeah.
that will help to reveal that. And so
Yeah,
we
go
can
ahead.
move on.
Go
They
ahead.
all casual, but of course, the answers make them special, right? The second question is, what makes you smile?
Oh, I think I was smiling during my, monologue just a few seconds ago. I think talking about people with passion, that makes me smile. That makes my heart grow. Uh, but also being a person who's very conscious about what I'm doing. So it's not what I do in general, but what I'm doing. So when I go for a walk, I'm go. I'm in the walk. I'm
Yeah.
completely like my mind is there. When I go swimming, I swim. I'm not thinking about business. I'm not thinking about, what I'm gonna cook. Well, that's what I'm trying most of the time. I'm winning there. So I'm trying to be in the time with
Hmm.
the things I'm doing, and this makes me very calm and a very, you know, and then I'm smiling as well. I love travel. So whenever I travel, I smile. Whenever I organize things, I smile because I love that. I love managing things, whether it's for my private or business life. I just love it. And I know it sounds boring for some people, but I really love that. And I smile. That's what I
That,
do. Yeah.
yeah, no, that's good. Good. Yeah, being in the moment, right?
Being
Enjoying
in
the
the
moment.
moment. Yeah.
Yes. I think it's time goes so fast and too fast, and I
Mm.
get the feeling that the older we get, it's just like beginning of the week
Yeah.
and the weekend, and it just flies, and it's good
Yes.
to stop and realize where we're going, and sometimes
Yeah.
adjust the direction, right? Like just think, is it still my plan? Is it still what makes me happy?
Exactly.
Do I have it under control? Of course, we don't want to
Mhm.
control everything, but just stop and reflect and think, does it make me
Mm.
smile?
Yeah.
And on that, building on that, what pisses you off?
Oh my God. Mm, I think lack of standard. Um, I'm not talking about standard like a company has standards or quality or something like this, but standards in life that there are people who don't even, like you said, stop and reflect what they want. So they don't set standards for themselves for their own life. They just go with the flow, but sometimes it's fun. But it's our life. So if you don't know where you're going, you just follow someone.
Mm,
Like one day you can wake up and realize that, okay, you lived life, but it wasn't yours. So I don't want to be there. So this actually pissing me off that people don't have standards for their own life. People don't think about themselves. What do they want? They don't have this reflection. And well, there are few other small things,
yeah, on
but
a regular basis.
yeah, but I think everything is about standard and actually maybe respecting public space. I would call it that. Once we in house, that's fine. Whatever we do, what language we use, or do we leave some, stuff around and the house gets messy, that's our thing. But once we in public, we should be aware of other people and respect that this space is for other people as well. So
Mhm.
that would be something what I don't like, especially in I don't know, McDonald's or whatever. Even when you pass by and you see what's going on, especially here, I would say in Ireland, in this kind of restaurants, then this is shocking.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was this week. I was also
Mm,
speaking with someone about the culture, and during the training there
mm,
I was running, and we were talking like how the culture is changing. So which
yeah.
culture is changing? And I thought like Great Britain is a great example
Mm,
how the culture can change because culture is people. So when people change,
mm,
the culture
mm,
of the country will also change. Yeah, that's
mm.
yeah, less positive aspects of
Yeah.
living that we sometimes deal with people that don't respect yeah,
Mhm.
common places, public places,
Yeah.
and just live like there's no tomorrow, like there will
Yeah.
be. They don't really care what will happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, now we're gonna have a serious question. I think this one is
Oh
the
my
most
God.
serious from all.
No,
I've
this
listened
is
to ask,
scary.
did you experience a game changer event? Something that really changed your life? And if you would like to share, because I understand that might be a little bit too personal, but
Mm, okay, good question. I think there were quite a few
you.
moments like this in my life. Some of them in my personal life, which I prefer to leave it for myself. Uh, but the professional life, I think the game changer, the biggest game changer was in 2005 when I moved from Poland to Ireland. And I didn't came here thinking that, okay, I'm going to find a job because I came with, when you're 20 something, you've got your head full of ideas and everything is possible because you don't have this experience and you just don't know. Yes,
Mm,
everything is new. So I came to Ireland with the idea of opening my own company. And of course, I didn't have previous experience with that. So that was a huge game changer because whatever I've got in my head, it was like, it wasn't this. No, because I was expecting only good things and that I'll be able to manage everything. And then I realized that, okay, I have 46 people, men, working for me, with me, and it's not so easy. It's not so easy because they have different mentality, they have different expectations. They asking me questions I can't answer. They ask me a question about country that's as new for me as for them. So I can't really advise on some things. So yes, it was a huge, huge, huge game changer, but it happened very quickly over a few months when I really have to manage so many things and change so many things in myself as well,
mm,
in my perception also, if experience with people and so on. So this changed my whole life, I would say. This changed my whole life. It gave me also a lot of courage and definitely strengthened belief in myself. So self-esteem just, exploded because at some point after a few months, I saw that whatever I do is quite successful. Of course, there were so many faults during that time, so many lessons, let's call it. But
mm,
I learned very, very quickly. So this was great. This was great. And then a few years later, another game changer was because I've got some business competencies over the years. And then at some point, I just hit the wall because I couldn't go any further and I didn't understand why not. And the problem was my mindset. So I didn't realize that. That was my mentor who actually told me this, like, shaking me, literally. And I started that time working on my mindset, on thinking differently, on seeing possibilities, not only, problems and then exaggerate about problems. No, I saw the problem and I exaggerate about ideas, how to solve it, and so on. So that was huge as well. So
yeah.
those two, I would say, big game changers in my life.
Thanks for sharing. I think starting a company, but starting
Mm.
company in a completely different country where I don't know if
Mm.
previously you were living somewhere longer than just like visiting, like yeah,
I used to live in UK and Scotland, but then
so Ireland
Ireland,
was third one.
Edinburgh.
Hmm.
Yeah, but Ireland, it's different. It's
Exactly.
yeah, different mindset. I would say different culture.
Different people, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I actually Scotland and Scottish people. I think they're most
Mm.
friendly from all I met all over the world. And the second thing that I wanted to
Mm,
say, that like, even if you think you really know a lot,
mm,
but knowing is one thing, but
mhm.
doing is the second
Yes,
thing, right? And I know
exactly.
so many amazing people, really inspiring and smart and experienced. And last week I met someone who is over 50 years old and is herself. She's giving service of mentoring and coaching, and she says she has 4 mentors.
Mm-hmm.
And the great coach that I did previously, the interview with Paulina, she also has so many coaches and still invests so
Mm-hmm.
much in herself to provide the great service. And I think that's still like not enough talked about. That
Mm-hmm.
even that we don't need to know all the answers, right? That we
Yes.
we need support, and we should look for that support and get it and invest in ourselves, because yeah, even when we know, we just still need that support on
Mm-hmm.
everyday basis. And sometimes, especially when we have our business, and sometimes it goes good and sometimes not. And when you get up in the morning, but you have some session coming, and you can like get rid of it and
Mm-hmm.
go back to your power, staying in power. I think it's very important to talk that it's really needed, and we all need a little bit support,
Mm-hmm.
and should
Yes.
actively look for it, for the right person who can help us.
Exactly. It could be a person or it could be a group of people. It that works as well. Like I do have a mentor, and I have over the years. I change, over the time
Yeah,
because I
yeah,
need a
yeah,
different kind of support.
yeah. Because
But I
change.
also always join like mastermind groups when you're with few other people, and you can actually try your ideas. That's one thing, but you can get different perspective. And I think this is something what we're missing when we're not getting any support from anyone outside. So if we don't have a coach, mentor, or any support group, then we're emotionally involved with our idea. And of course, we think that's the best
Of course.
idea.
Yeah, yeah.
But we need someone who will look at this from a different angle, who will give their perspective to what we think, and
Yeah,
then
and
we can see it
experience,
through
right?
their eyes. Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So we really really need that,
Mm,
not only for support, but also for the different perspective, just to grow also our view on the thing.
yeah, yeah. Thanks for that. Now we have a question a little bit connected with that. Why do you do the thing you do? It can be, of course, the job related, but why? What's your motivation? What
What's my
drives you?
motivation? Okay, what's my why? I
Because
always had
yeah,
a very strong vision. What do I want from my life, or for my life, to be and what to do. And this is still like some personal parts that's maybe less important here, to our conversation, not in my life. But the business, why? There are things I want to do in life. I would love to support young people who maybe they don't want what they don't know what to do in life. Maybe they would like to start some business, but they don't have an experience and also knowledge from someone who was in the business already. Because you can read books, and this is great. To gain more knowledge is fantastic, but at some point you need experience to make it happen. And you need someone who will kick your ass a little bit, show you how to do it, but also, kick your ass so you'll start doing this. And this is my plan for the next few years, that I would like to have some kind of, let's say, academy or foundation for
mm,
young people who wants to see how it is really in business, who would like to start and do something professionally, but they don't know where to start. They're not having any support. So this is something what I want to do, but to have funds for this, I have to put some, time in work to make it happen. So I feel like, very stable financially to have a fund for this to happen. So this is my why. This is my big why, especially for the days when I wake up and it's not so sunny outside, especially in Ireland, and you really have to dig deep inside to find this motivation in you.
Yeah.
And this is always motivation for me that, okay, if I do this now, then because I have a time frame for this,
Mm.
then at this point I can actually start doing this and get into cooperation with other people and so on. So this is one why, the business wise. And of course, helping people. I absolutely adore working with women because I think it's not as easy in business for them as it is for men. And it's not, I would say it's how I see it, it's because our mentality is completely different. Men really can much easier find some strength in themselves
Mm.
and just try something. When women will be talking about things, finding what's wrong with them, what's wrong with the idea, and they really, really need this friendly kick to actually start and maybe have this person next to them that will tell them, listen, just try, I'm here, I'm gonna help you, I've got your back, just like your company. So working with women, that's another why I'm doing
Yeah,
this.
that, yeah, this is a lot of talk now about this masculine
Mm,
energy and feminine, and we need both to take
yeah.
action and not only talk about what we want, but also actually do
Mm,
it, make a plan. And I think
yeah.
your service is great to actually make it plan, like make a structure, do it
Mm,
especially what way do you start and what do you have, and start with what you have. And
yeah.
because of course we need more, and there's a lot that we don't have, but there's
Mm,
very often enough to start and use what we got to make it happen. And,
mhm.
and
And we also need to believe in ourselves
yeah,
because this is the power behind getting there and doing the first baby step.
yeah, and yeah, no one created anything
Mm,
great without failure. There was like,
yeah.
like Edison tried so many times, right? And
Yeah.
I recently heard also that Walt Disney like asked for funds 300 banks, right? Like, I would never think that. Like, and then we sometimes give up after 1 2 tries, right? Yeah, this my company is also third company that I have. First one was when I
Mm,
was 18 years old and was with my brother, and he was the boss. But the company was on me. I figured out the name and I was working there,
mhm,
and yeah, and then I was very positive. I thought, this is how it
mhm,
goes. You just start and it happens. But then I started my second company completely by myself, and
mhm,
massive project, and I failed. And I'm still
mhm,
rising from that fall because my whole heart was in it. It was with kids.
mhm,
It was nursery school, so it wasn't only product or service
mhm.
that you just
Yeah.
like do things, but it was kids, like the most precious uh,
Mhm,
human beings for me. And I had to close it. It was and
mhm,
that experience also, I think, has such an impact on what I'm doing now, that I'm so scared of big steps, because
mhm.
there's so much investment, and that memory still, like, it's a little bit life
Yeah.
in me. But yeah, now we call it learning lessons, right? When you
Mhm,
older, you just like, okay, this, I tried this, it worked, I tried
yeah.
this, it didn't, let's move on. Yeah, I think it's also great to remind whoever's going to listen to this that don't be scared to make mistakes, because they only show you the way.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can always try something new.
Yeah. This is just, step in the process.
Yeah.
All failures. Otherwise, how are you gonna know that you're doing something right? You what?
No, exactly, exactly. Okay, we go to question number, I think, 7 already. Is it easy to become your friend?
Ooh. Oh. Mm, This is a question to my friends, actually, not to me. I give a huge trust credit at the beginning of any relationship, and it's up to the person what they're gonna do with it. Because I try. I think is actually a good word here. I don't want to judge people because I don't know their story, the whole story. We never know.
Yeah.
So I give this trust credit at the beginning of the relationship, and then we see how it's progress, within the relationship. Sometimes you might meet a person and the first meeting is great, but then there's no chemistry. There's no this, I don't know, not lust, but you don't actually have this willingness in yourself to know this person better. So
Yeah.
this is not about me, it's also on the other side. But once someone is my friend, I think I'm very, very loyal, and I have friends like for 20, 25 years, and we don't have to meet that often. But once we meet, it's like, we never fall apart. It's just, yeah, it's like continuum. And they know I gonna support them. If they need, I'm gonna kick their ass. If they need, arm to cry on, I'll be that arm. I'll be that ear to listen to whatever they want to tell me. So then once in progress, it's great, but the beginning, it really depends if the chemistry is there, if the need is there to build the relationship.
Yeah, thanks for that. Because that's, I think, the first question that you really answered completely out of context, business context, So I'm like, now I get you. You really need to reveal something from your personal life. One more. And then you make a wish. So the last one is, oh no, I have to, sorry. What would you say to your younger you? What would you say to your 21 Eva, but it doesn't need to be 21, just younger you?
I would say believe in yourself and trust your instinct. That's what it is. Because I think I trusted my instinct, but then if I put too much thinking into it, I think I might lose some chances maybe in my past. So just believe in yourself and trust your instinct. Go for it.
And this now is the last one. Who has your back?
My mentor, that's for sure. My friends, my family, and surprisingly, I would say my clients. I don't ask for help very often, and sometimes I get support before I even ask for it. So this shows a huge commitment from the people around me, and yeah, maybe I heard that I'm doing something good for people, so then they pay back doing the same. Maybe there's something in it. Definitely they've got me back. Yeah. And now I can also say that I've got myself back as well, because it wasn't always like this. When my mindset wasn't strong enough, I could just leave some things I really wanted behind, and now it's different. I can be good to myself even if I fail.
That's always a start, right? Like if you get yourself
but this is the hardest.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we're so willing to help others.
Because to ask someone else help, you first need to be in that place of the trust for yourself, love and acceptance, and then you actually ready to get the support, to get help, right? If you not really good with yourself, it's even hard to see that people want to help you, or they give you a hand or a helping hand, or they get your back. So yeah, that's always the start. Be close to yourself and stop and listen.
Stop and listen.
And trust you. Yes,
exactly. And ask for help if you need to. This shows courage rather than weakness. So.
Yeah, great. Yeah, great strength. Yeah, indeed. You can make a wish. I'll make a wish. And then when we meet, and we're gonna meet next year live, I'll make sure we do that. Then you tell me, is it came true? I'll make a wish. It's also like almost the Christmas season, so it's a season of making wishes. And wishing other people good. So okay, 5 seconds to think.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. And I see you Monday.
Oh, yes, our session. Yeah, early morning.
Yeah. Good start, fresh start. I wish you a nice weekend. Thank you for this time. I hope my community will get to know you a little bit better. I cannot recommend more your service, but also wanted to have this chance to actually speak like a little bit like friend to friend and show more from inside and actually why do we do that and what get us how do you say energized in the morning and then hopefully people will enjoy this talk listening to us and they will find us. You can say maybe where they can find you, a website or your social media places where they can find you. Maybe that's good on the end.
Okay. So first of all, thank you very much for this conversation. It was a pleasure and it was a surprise. I didn't know the questions up front, so yes, something surprising on Friday afternoon. As for the places where to find me, I think the easiest way is just to type in Ewa Adams in LinkedIn, and you'll definitely see me. There are not that many Ewa Adams, like EWA, not EVA. Yeah, and just take it from there. Ask a questions if you have any. Just say hello.
Good.
And thank you very much, Beata.
Thank you. Then I will stop it now. See you.
Okay. See ya.